close to a police building, so...
Have you identified yourself?
Well, I'm in full uniform. I've got my shoulder number on. I can see you filming me. That's fine, I'm filming you as well. Just be nice if you could answer some questions, because there is legislation under the Civil Aviation Act regarding whereabouts you fly the drones. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, we've done our checks.
Okay. Is there any particular reason you've chosen this location?
Just thought it was a good place to do it.
Just randomly chosen?
Are you police staff or are you a police officer?
Colleagues, police officer and police staff.
Have you identified?
I'm TC Jua Hassan, 1765 SE of Catford TDP.
Are you guys auditors?
Are we what?
Auditors. Self-appointed auditors.
What's that?
So there's people who like to come to police stations to film things and put them on YouTube, but in terms of drones, as my colleague said, that goes against the legislation.
Which legislation is that?
You've got to remember as well, it can look like a terrorist thing recording buildings such as this. So if you could tell us what it is you're doing, that would be really helpful.
We don't want to talk over each other, so I'll just let my colleague continue for now.
He's not saying.
Could you repeat what you said? I didn't.
We'd have to check
Take
the
two.
specifics of the legislation,
well,
which you guys may or may not have checked. But I know there are quite stringent regulations under Civil Aviation Act. I don't know the specifics. We would have to check it out.
Yeah. So of course you've mentioned that you don't know the legislation, you don't know the specifics.
Not offhand, but
no,
we could
okay.
look it up.
But would you assume that we do because we've come here to do the activity?
Well, I'd assume
Yeah.
that you would
Well, thank you.
think you do.
Thank you for that, because that's given me a little bit of respect back that you started to take away when you first approached, saying there's legislation against what you're doing. So
I can't remember my exact words.
yeah, obviously
We're curious to see what you're doing here. Just
Yeah.
to get an explanation from yourselves to satisfy our curiosity. We can then look
So,
at the specifics.
do you know
of
when
the
you say
legislation.
police staff, are you a PCSO?
I am.
Okay. I'm sure somewhere it does have to say PCSO. Does it say it anywhere at all? Because at the minute you're impersonating a police officer.
Well, I've got.
Here's where things start to crack. The auditor asks a simple, fair question. Where does it say you're a PCSO? And suddenly, there's no clear answer. If you're enforcing rules, you need to prove who you are. Without visible ID or a designation card, this isn't just sloppy, it edges dangerously close to impersonation. No wonder he walks away the moment is challenged.
Yeah, could you show me where it says PCSO?
Oh, it doesn't.
I'm not comfortable with that.
All right, that's fine.
So
You
could
can
you just?
speak to my colleague?
We've started, so we're going to have to finish. Have you got your designation
I
card?
don't have to do anything with you.
Have you got your
I
designation
don't
card?
have to do anything with you. You are police auditors. You don't have to.
Excuse me, that is very rude. Have you got your designation card, please? Wow, that is very unusual to have behaviour like that.
We will go and check the legislation.
You should have done that anyway. How rude is that, eh? He starts coming up, telling us that we're doing something wrong, doesn't know the legislation, hasn't got the word PCSO written anywhere at all on his uniform. So, in my opinion, he's impersonating a police officer. He's got no powers. He's got no idea what he's talking about. So I think we just need to start again with somebody that knows what they're talking about. I think for now, I'm just going to land this so I can point my camera in a suitable position.
Landing.
So guys, that was a little bit awkward because I was trying to fly and having a conversation with somebody who you saw he did not have PCSO on his uniform.
He had police staff on his uniform. It doesn't need to specifically state PCSO. I don't know where it is you've got that from, but it does.
But at least you can hear me out, because at the time of when he arrived, it did say police staff, but then he had a number of a collar number, didn't it? And for me, I says, I think you're impersonating a police officer. Could I see your designation card just to show me that you are a PCSO? Because anyone could put the uniform on.
It's his PCSO uniform.
Yeah,
though.
but it doesn't look normal to me. So he's questioning my lawful activity of flying a drone. Once I question his...
This is classic double standard behavior. The officer questions the legality of the drone flight, but the moment the auditor flips the question back about his own authority, he bails. It sends a clear message. The rules aren't being applied as standards, they're being wielded as weapons.
What he is claiming to be, he walks off.
He's gone to speak to the sergeant.
I do hope he comes back, because I will need to see it.
I believe he is coming back.
Yeah, obviously you're plainclothed as well. We've not asked you for ID, but you've not really questioned what we're doing. So,
My ID's here.
well, you've not asked me. I mean, are you okay with what we're doing?
I mean, if your drone is filming for TDP,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Of course you can.
Okay? No, you can't.
I'll let my
It's a
colleague
police
talk.
Station.
Yeah.
You can record me, that's fine.
Yeah, I will
You
record
can't do
it.
that because, for example, I'll give you an example. If you was to cross that line right now, that's not public property. Okay? And there's a risk for us. There's no problem you recording me here right now.
Yeah, identify
you haven't,
yourself.
no, but listen, because I've listened to you. There's no problem with us
No, you
having a
haven't listened to
conversation. Okay? But when that's the police station. Okay? You can't fly a drone over it. As well, B&M, if it's private property.
This is the real purpose. The auditor isn't just filming, he's educating. By calmly laying out the drone laws, he's doing the job the officers should have done from the start. No threats, no confusion, just clarity. And in the end, that benefits everyone.
Capture TDP is not
You don't
public
own the
place.
airspace,
You
though.
cannot go in unless you're a police officer or police staff. You can't go into Capture TDP, can you?
Do you know how it
Can
works?
you go into Capture
Yeah,
TDP,
of
sir?
course I can.
Do you know?
Huh?
The drone I can, yeah.
You can? You want to give it a go? You'll get arrested.
Would you mind identifying yourself? Are you here like giving directives and that?
I'm not giving directions. I've answered your question.
No one asked you a question.
He did. He just came over.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Did
you're
you
talking
think-
about.
I was just about to say to you, do you actually know how the airspace works?
I mean, not
No,
fully.
she
no.
don't.
Okay,
You don't
so
know anything.
But
you're
can't
telling
put your
us
drone
that we can't
over
do it.
Capture
Would you like me
TDP.
to tell you why you're
No,
wrong?
you can, but I'm going to tell you you can't put your drone over Capture
course you
TDP.
can.
But
Yeah.
go on.
Would you like me to explain what makes your statement incorrect?
Okay, go on. What's your name, sorry?
I haven't said it.
Okay.
What's your name?
Danny.
Danny.
Yeah,
Nice to
I'm
meet you,
not,
Danny.
But you don't need to be so antagonising.
You seem
The
a bit
thing
nervous.
is,
There's no need to be
we're
nervous.
having a conversation. We're both human beings. There's no need for you to be antagonising.
No, I'm
Because
not
if you're
antagonising you at
antagonising
all.
towards me, it's Batari's box. The way you speak to me, I'm going to speak the same way to you.
No one's antagonising you.
Hopefully we can end this
Go on.
conversation
You're
with a
having
bit
a
of
conversation.
education for
You're
yourself.
saying
Yeah, do you want to step out?
No, I'm okay.
You're okay, are you? Hopefully you don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I have no problem with you.
Yeah.
Talking to you. It's just at the same time, there's no reason to give me attitude or be
No one's
rude
giving
as
you
he's
attitude,
making
like,
comments.
you're saying
You
things,
can
but
agree with that
they're
though.
just
He is
not
making
right.
comments. You see, you're smiling. He is making comments which are not necessary.
Like what?
Because at the end of the day, I'm being respectful and listening to you. Me and you are not going to agree on
No one cares
everything.
about your respect,
But I've
though.
listened. See, it's rude.
We don't
I
owe
don't
you
get
any
paid
respect.
to
We're
be-
trying to
to
do
be
something.
rude.
You're telling us we can't do it.
I'm
but
not.
we
I'm
can
having
do
a
it.
So
conversation.
when you
with
fly a
him.
drone,
Yeah, go on, sir.
it all depends on where you're standing.
Yeah.
So if you're standing on public property, you can fly over private property as long as there's not a flight restriction in place. I've got the app.
Yeah.
I've checked that there's no flight restriction. There is a flight restriction over prisons and over airports, but there's not over this building here. So we're sort of doing a video to
Okay.
promote the rights of drone users.
I get that.
We can fly.
Sure, asking questions is fine. But let's not pretend these officers were curious. They didn't come out to learn, they came out accusing and threatening. At that point, it's not questioning anymore. It's harassment, because the goal isn't understanding, it's control.
Anywhere that we like, regardless of whether it's a police station or a court building.
Okay.
Some places that you're not normally allowed to go into
Yeah.
with a camera, and I know going past your boundary would be a big
But do you
no-no.
understand why a police officer would question that?
We do, but hopefully we can all end this
Okay.
with a bit of education, knowing that I can take my drone over there and I can admire all your tactical vehicles and your dog vehicles that I've
Okay.
seen at the back.
But you doing that, okay, you're putting it out to members of the public. At the end of the day, police do deal with a lot of criminal stuff, don't they? We deal with criminality. You're revealing, okay, there might be stuff that doesn't have to be revealed there. That's why you can't go there as a police, as a member of the public.
Yeah.
You can go
But-
to a front office. You could go to Lewisham right now and go to front council.
So, one
but
would
you
say-
can't go into the police
Yeah,
station.
that's a good
because
point.
It's restricted to members of the public.
Yeah.
It's restricted to members of the public, is it not? It's not a front counter there for you to go in there. For example, that's what I said to you. If you was to cross that line, that is private property.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you've decided to put your vehicles at the back where no one can see for a reason. You don't want the members of the public to see that, right? But unfortunately, the drone rules are the rules.
Yeah.
Maybe if the
No,
drone...
but I'm not denying that to you, but I'm saying to you, that's why a police
I just want us to end on a good note, that's all.
No, that's not a good note or a bad note. But if you're going to fly a drone at a police station, you will be questioned about it.
This is the turning point. The officer confidently throws out the Civil Aviation Act, but forgets one critical detail: drone weight matters. The DJI Mini 2 is under 250 grams, which means those 150-meter restrictions don't even apply. Yet she's threatening seizure without the faintest grasp of the law. She's quoting rules that simply don't exist for this situation.
Duty to question why are you doing this?
Yeah.
As a normal person would do.
But the thing is, at the end of
Who
the
do you audit
conversation...
for?
That's a little personal. That's a little personal, isn't it?
Is it? You've asked me questions and I've answered
No,
them.
nothing personal.
Do you see the attitude? I don't know why you get so aggy. It's no reason to just have so much attitude. You've asked me my name. You've asked me quick things. I've said to you, I don't know the whole.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been
So
honest,
hopefully,
I'm not gonna lie.
our little conversation has led you to the end point, which means I can take my drone over. So
I mean-
we have got to continue this until we get to a point where you leave us
Who
alone.
do you audit for?
No, we're only here to do a social experiment
Social
about drone
experiment.
use.
Who's the social
We
experiment?
cannot be told that we can't do something when the
Okay.
drone rules say we can, and that's all. So hopefully we've reached that point where you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's nothing illegal about
So
it.
it's a social experiment. So
Yeah.
you have like a YouTube site then, or?
There's too much personal
Oh, it's DJ.
questions.
Is it? But you've just asked me. It's not personal
Doing too much
questions, is it
talking
not?
though.
I'm just going to hand over to, because I can't take too much airtime.
He's just
It's not
fooling you.
airtime, you've just asked, I'm just asking you the same questions.
Thank you
you've
for your
asked
time.
me.
We're not doing anything illegal, so
No one
we'd
said that.
prefer,
in the
yeah, we'd
first
prefer
place.
if you
I'm
wouldn't
just asking
interfere with us.
questions. So it's
Yeah.
a YouTube
Well,
site.
we've answered enough questions.
Okay. Well,
We'd,
no,
we'd like
so
to be
I've
left.
asked
We'd
your
like to
name.
be left alone
Okay.
now. We're gonna take the drone back up. We don't want to be interfered with. Is that okay? Good. Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye.
You can see that we're no threat.
I mean, no, it's the it's the rudeness, isn't it? It's not needed. Me and you have just had a conversation.
He hasn't been rude. You're
And I've
talking
been-
about rudeness. Like you're talking about me whilst
I'm talking
facing
to
him.
I wasn't talking
No,
to
but
you.
you're always
You
making
need to
little
decide
comments.
if you want to have a conversation with me or not. Because then
Each time I come
you
over
can
there,
do
you
what
won't
want
even
as
look
a
at me.
member.
You won't even look at
You're a
me.
member of public, but so am I when I take this uniform, and you don't have to be rude to me because I've not been rude to you. So those people disrespectful.
Why are you
to
such
me.
a snowflake? Like, you're a police officer. Like,
I am a police
people
officer,
are
and
going
I've got
to be
uniform.
rude.
Have I been disrespectful to you,
I would
DJ? Have I
expect
been
your
rude
threshold.
to you?
DJ, she knows my name.
Yeah, because you said your name. Have I been rude to you?
No one's been rude.
I like how you do pick up on little bits. Well, that's
No,
quality of your
have I
job.
been rude?
It's a
No.
quality that you have to have in your job.
Because you are members of the public, and I
Right,
am a
you're
police
a bit
officer,
sensitive,
and we
like.
are police service. I'm not. I'm just saying, if I'm being polite to you, and I'm
Alright,
actually
okay.
answering your
Alright,
questions,
Let's
is
just.
there any reason for you to be antagonising and rude? Is there? Exactly.
You're police. Like,
I am a police officer.
Have you had some instruction from comms? Let's hear it. Come on.
Okay, so because there's a camera on it, that's the bit that you're not allowed to do, okay? So under the Civil Aviation Act, you aren't allowed to fly that within 150 metres of congested area. You're in London.
This moment is powerful. Even under the threat of having his drone seized, the auditor doesn't lash out or panic. Instead, he proves the law is on his side. That's the real strength here. When you know your rights, fear has no grip.
Area. Therefore, you're not allowed to fly it with the camera on.
That's your side of things. Would you like me to
That
prove?
is what I'm telling you.
Would
If
you like me to prove otherwise?
If you carry on flying it, it will be seized, okay?
I would like to
Fine.
prove otherwise because what you've said is incorrect. So unfortunately, just to continue the experiment, it will go up just to prove my point.
DJ,
No hard feelings.
fine.
No
DJ,
hard feelings.
listen.
All right.
What she's just said to you, you can do your experiment, but she's just told you. Okay?
Yeah, what she
If
said
you
is wrong.
choose to not
Is
listen
wrong.
To it, to police, if you choose to not listen to what police officers told you, okay,
Yeah.
and then if someone else,
She's driving off. She's driving off. She's driving off. We'll see you in a minute. Right, the drone's got to go up, guys, because what she's just said is wrong, and we know it's wrong because it's a 249 gram drone, which doesn't have the same rules as one that's heavier. So it's got to go back up.
Threat first, facts never. That's how intimidation works. The officer didn't listen, didn't verify, just threw out threats and drove off. That's not enforcement. That's bullying. Good thing this auditor had the knowledge and the camera to push back. Most people would have walked away thinking they were in trouble. But not here. Instead, the auditor stood firm, right at the front gate where private property begins, ready to call out the bluff. Because that's exactly what this was. Bully boy tactics. Let's call it what it is, an attempted flex of authority with no legal ground.
Like people bullying us around and telling us we can't do something when we know we can do it. We've already got our footage of the place, but she's telling me I cannot fly the drone in this area, and I know I can. So guess what? We're back up. So as you saw there, the drone went back up, and so far nobody has come to talk to us. So you can't bully people into, you can't do this because if you do we'll seize the drone or you'll be arrested, or, you know, the legislation is there for 249 gram drones to be able to fly over anywhere they want, any building, any people, with no minimum distances. That's why it's such a popular drone, the DJI Mini 2. So when you've got people like her trying to put our category of drone into much heavier weight drone rules, then you must be given the chance to put her right and to show her the web page on the Civil Aviation website, which I'm showing you just there, which clearly shows that the small aircraft, the 249 grams, can go as close to people and buildings as you like. But if they don't give you a chance to explain it and just say, if you do it again there'll be trouble, and drive off, that sort of leaves the member of the public thinking, oh no, I'm going to be in trouble. But no, we didn't walk away, we took it back up, and now we're standing at the front gate on the line of where their private property starts to see if they want to come and play games. Because to me, that's bully tactics, bully boy tactics.
From the very start, the officers barked orders based on half-remembered laws, assuming the public wouldn't challenge them. But this time, they ran into someone who knew better. No ID, no correct citations, no apology, just empty threats and a quick retreat once proven wrong. This wasn't about safety. It wasn't about the drone. It was about control, and the discomfort officers felt when someone stood their ground. That's why this video matters. It's more than a drone audit. It's a lesson in holding firm, asking the right questions, and exposing weak spots in authority. Remember, you don't need to shout to win. You just need the truth, and the courage to stand by it. If this fired you up, wait until you see what happens in the next one. Click the video on screen and subscribe for more content like this.